Hi Aquarius, this is going to be your art channeled message. I channel messages through art creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself, within your journey, and within everything around you, because we all start from zero, which is a blank canvas. If you'd like a personal reading, all that is down below. And lastly, there's no rules here, so if this finds it's definitely meant for you. You can binge watch them. All of my messages are timeless. The overall art and the underlying stuff as well. How do you interpret my messages? What do you see? Because sometimes I don't speak directly. What I started drawing for you was a lamp, but I also see a pin. I then got the phrase pins and needles, on pins and needles, and then after that I got the envisionment of the 10 of swords. On pins and needles alludes to suspense that's almost painful to endure, and even looking at the 10 of swords using context clues, you can see that that person's in pain. They've hit rock bottom. They've hit a dead end. This might sound graphic, but there's a scenario here about being on the swords, like being on top of a sharp object, and then having the swords on top of you, puncturing you. I want to say this is like acupuncture. Usually it's more painful to be on top of sharp things, but when the swords are holding you down, you can just pull them off. It's like when you're on top of it, you sink deeper and deeper and deeper, but when they're on top of you, kind of like acupuncture or just those procedures that are meant to heal, meant to improve your skin, meant to improve your way of life. It's like even chiropractors, those people that like crack your necks. It's very uncomfortable. It's like a split second, but afterwards it's like everything feels much lighter. So there's less tension, the back doesn't hurt. It's kind of like that. Once again, I'm getting another figurative spin on this. Those professionals that crack backs, loosen necks, hurts for 2 seconds, but then afterwards, everything feels much better. Sometimes it looks painful, but it's not. And I'm even seeing this pain won't last long, because when you break down the number 10, it leads right back to 1. I'm seeing an opportunity will be replaced by something else much better. And with the lamp, I kept hearing light at the end of the tunnel. And I kept getting, once again, on pins and needles. This is suspense. You don't know what to expect. Kind of like with those painful, scary looking procedures that actually do more good than bad. I feel like this is also you waiting for a response with a job, person, etc. I'm seeing death card symbolizes shedding skin, or something involving the skin, like self-care, beauty, but it doesn't have to do with like doing your hair, doing your makeup. This has to do with improving the quality of life. And when you improve your quality of life, when you take care of what's internal, it reflects on the outside, aka the skin, the surface. It's like when you get a massage, that's a de-stressor. And when you're not stressed, it shows on your body language, your face. Stress can affect the hair, the skin, can make you break out. Pretty sure acupuncture is meant to relax as well. And then chiropractors sort of improve your posture. Like if you have your back hurts or your neck is stiff, that can improve how you feel as well. So there's something here about self-care, prepping you for a better opportunity. Because like I said, can you picture it? Being on top of sharp things, aka waiting, pins and needles, not having an answer, not coming to your own conclusion yet. That's going to cause you deep pain. But then the acupuncture example, where it's on top of you, or it's like a massage, whatever, that's what gets you closer to one. You've reached a dead end, and now you need to prioritize yourself. I'm even seeing something about the reason no one's prioritizing you is because you always put yourself on the back burner. I feel like that's why I'm getting self-care, because you don't have a selfish bone in your body, and that's the problem. Even getting the 7 of Cups, I'm seeing that as selfishness, keeping one's options open. Like to a company, they probably get thousands of people applying to one job. Sometimes you can apply to several places and only get 2 responses. Even in dating, some people date like several people and then narrow it down to 2. Or like speed dating, see several people, narrowed it down to 1, 2, 3. I'm saying you need to start looking at things that way, because it's obviously working for the person that you're waiting for, or the thing that you're waiting for. It's like, be selfish. This all correlates together. Also seeing the World card as in coming to your own conclusions. You know, when people talk about closure so much, sometimes you won't receive closure, sometimes you won't receive an explanation, so come up with your own self-closure. 10 of Swords, 10 even represents ending. Something is done. There's also something here about fixed energy, the World. We have the Bull and the Lion, which is fixed signs, Taurus and Leo. Saying don't fixate on one thing. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. You might think you're keeping your options open, but deep down you wish you could still have that one thing. Seeing something will be like a reverse 10 of Swords, like a 10 of Cups moment. That's as soon as you practice self-care. For some reason I was getting acupuncture and all those different procedures that look painful, but it's like it can't get worse than that. Hurts for 2 seconds, you move on to something else. Seeing once again someone has no intention of getting back to you. And there's also this element of someone purposely keeping you waiting. Like the power's in their hands or something. Also seeing once more, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the Death card, shedding skin, skin treatments. You're going to be shedding skin. You're getting like a skin peel, the comparison to that. This is going to transform you, and I even feel like once again you're going to get a much better offer. It's going to make you forget about this one. And sometimes it has nothing to do with your skill set or what you bring to the table. Kind of like when you apply somewhere and don't get a response back. Sometimes it's just a number thing. It's like when you're in a room full of stars, or in a room full of quality people or qualified people just like you. The light can't stand out when it's in a room full of light. If a star were to go out during the day, it couldn't compete against the sun. Or they can't compete with each other. It's like the same thing. So basically, to sum this up, I'm saying something just wasn't written in the stars for you, which is ironic since you're an Aquarius. As you're seeking closure, or as you're wrapping this up yourself, because you don't always need someone's approval, because once again, this is about yourself, being selfish. 10 breaks down to a 1. Even if you have to make something up, like, I'm overqualified, or I'm better than this, or I can find something much better. Think of it like that, because I feel like that's definitely the case here. I'm going to get a card to wrap up this reading. remember, it's like being on top of sharp things. You get deeper and deeper and deeper. But when it's only on top of you, it lasts for less than 2 seconds. Don't wait around. We have night. Yeah, I'm getting like, don't wait around for something to get to you. Knights are messengers. It's like you're waiting on I feel like you're literally waiting on a message or waiting on a response, and it's driving you nuts. We have a loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor, and then we have shadow attributes, allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. I feel like you're also the type of person that's loyal even before you need to. That's another example of putting all of your eggs in one basket. It's like you're loyal to someone before something even begins. Don't do that either. Because like I said, on the other end, like jobs, employers, people that are dating, they're selfish. They're 7 of Cups. They're looking at all these different options and seeing, comparing the two, like the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Swords. I'm seeing this as a truce. You can barely see it, but it's the 2 of Swords and the Strength card. There's a need to, once again, not let anyone have control over your emotions. Like, don't invest in things emotionally when you should really be investing in it financially. You need to look at it in a more mature standpoint. And once again, this is Leo, fixed energy. I feel like you're really fixated on this, and then the more fixated you are, the deeper you go down into the 10 of Swords. This is a very strange reading, and it's so much I channeled that it's hard to get across, but yeah. On pins and needles. I feel like this is self-closure. Finally gonna be getting that closure you need. And I feel like this isn't as important as you think it is. Okay, Aquarius, that's the end of this art channeled message. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. And yeah, self-care. Being selfish gets you what you want. And I see you getting what you want as soon as you do that. It's kind of like the Knight of Swords I'm picturing. It comes charging in. Even seeing this as roles reversed. Your attention is elsewhere. Now that attention is on you. It's how it always works. It's like a domino effect, for real. Okay, guys. Bye.